1 FM 90 is brought to you by Stanbic Bank.
A very warm welcome. This is Spectrum on Radio 1. My name is Edmond, your host. Good evening. Tonight on Spectrum, the Walk to Work campaign. Was government justified in blocking this non-violent campaign? Today, police on the orders of government arrested and charged several politicians, including FDC President Dr. Sebalu, DP's Norbert Mao, and a number of opposition MPs over the Walk to Work non-violent demonstrations in protest against the rising cost of living in the country associated with high commodity prices and fuel prices. Government, through the Information Minister Kabakumba Masiko and the Inspector General of Police, Honorable Kali Kayahura, Major General, issued a warning last week saying the campaign would not be allowed to proceed due to security concerns including terrorism. By midday, demonstrations that had begun as early as 5 a.m. had been quelled after heavily deployed riot police blocked and arrested the political leaders, blocking them from converging in the city center. Those arrested have been charged with different offenses, ranging from inciting violence, or causing lawful orders, malicious damage to property, among others. So tonight we focus on this matter to try and understand the agenda of this campaign and if it was within the power of the state to block and arrest the politicians behind this non-violent agenda. Our guests tonight, Asuman Basalirwa, President of the JEEMA party, also a member of the organizing committee for this campaign. You're most welcome, Asuman.
Thank you, and good evening all our listeners.
We also have Honorable Mike Sebalu, member of the East African Legislative Assembly, also a member of the NEC of the National Resistance Movement. You're most welcome, Honorable Sebalu.
Thank you very much. When you indicated that also member, I thought you were going to include me in the organizing committee, so I was going to put a disclaimer.
Were you going to walk out in protest?
I would walk out in protest. Anyway, good evening, all our listeners out here. Thank you for tuning in on Radio 1. And I hope that in the next 1 hour or so, we will have a fruitful discussion over the subject that has been brought before us. Thank you for listening in.
Asuman, Mr. Basalirwa, you are part of this Walk to Work campaign. What exactly are you people looking for?
No, the message was very clear. First of all, there is a general outcry in the current economic meltdown. Prices of commodities are skyrocketing. Prices of fuel are going up. There is general poverty, and the economic situation is really bad. And as a result, government has come out to offer explanations about the current economic meltdown. Unfortunately, they are not offering solutions. So concerned Ugandans are coming up really to protest, to show their dissatisfaction about government's reluctance to provide concrete solutions to the current problems in the country. So against that background, concerned Ugandans decide to form an initiative, F4C, Activists for Change. They call upon Ugandans to participate in a peaceful and non-violent walk to work campaign. And of course, in this regard, I want to thank all Ugandans who heeded our call and indeed walked from their homes to their places of work. I did walk from my home in Kawempe Mbogo to my law firm on William Street, and immediately after this show, I'll walk back to my home. So many Ugandans actually did participate in this process. And where I was coming from, Kawempe Mbogo, it was actually a normal and peaceful process. I was moving, I was joined by some Ugandans. We walked first by Kawempe police station, first by Wandegia police station, and when we reached town, everybody went to their respective workplaces. So as far as we are concerned, it was a successful story. Ugandans did heed our call, and even those who were on the sidelines of the whole process, you could hear the voices, you could hear the comments. They were positive. But of course, because of the intimidation, because of the deployment, some chose really to keep out of the whole process. Not because they were not supportive, but because they were intimidated out of the whole process. So the cardinal aim, as far as we are concerned, is that the Ugandans heeded to our call. They walked to work. They have gone back to their homes, and on Thursday they will continue with the same process.
Oh, you have another wrap on Thursday?
No, the call was for every Monday and every Thursday.
Right.
So today is over. When Tuesday and Wednesday people should get their vehicles. Thursday the whole process begins.
Well, I noticed that traffic was very thin on the roads, and I thought maybe this was a good day to repair roads. You couldn't see traffic jam anywhere. But Inspector General Police Kat Karura said, you people want to overthrow the government. Why do you want to overthrow a government that was elected on the list?
No, one of the problems really we have with the security organizations in this country is that they have been greatly politicized. It is the politicization. The comments coming from police authorities, the comments coming from other security chiefs are political statements. They are not professional statements. You would find police officers arguing with the peaceful demonstrators on the economic situation in the country, as if they had been coached to come and engage protesters, saying this is a world problem, the fuel prices are high everywhere, and because of the crisis in the Middle East. But we were asking, you are not coming to teach demonstrators economics. You are descending into the arena. You are now becoming partisan. So the challenge is that the police force has been politicized. Now, rather than playing their constitutional role as initiated in Article 2 and 2, they are now becoming an extension of government and descending into the arena, making political statements and taking political orders and implementing political orders rather than implementing professional orders. So that's where the problem is. You cannot talk about overthrowing a government, and then when you arrest people, you are charging them with being idle and disorderly, charging them with inciting violence. They would have charged them with treason. So you discover that the comments of General Kaihura are really absurd, very absurd. There was no reason whatsoever. What I think they are trying to do, first of all, they wanted this whole process to be chaotic, because previously they have been making statements. We are aware thugs are coming, they will stone at people, they will stone at vehicles, we know, blah blah blah. You know, the very same kind of rhetoric they have been making. So I am very sure now they are very disappointed that what they wanted to happen did not happen, because they thought that people are going to the usual violence they are accustomed to, you know, come to street, then bring in lumpens and thugs. You know, I have told you here before, and I told General Kaihura when we met him, that this Kiboko squad is an extension of police. Okay? So those facts, I have told him before.